never said, God helps those who help themselves. He never said, every little thing is gonna be all right.
Well, welcome to our Friday morning devotion, and thank you for being with us this week. We're continuing to reflect on a Martyn Joseph song called He Never Said. We're both thinking about the things that Jesus didn't say that are often very valued in our world, and those things, of course, which Jesus did say, which somehow often are not so valued. I guess we've all been influenced by the principles behind Darwin's thoughts about natural selection, that it's only the fittest that survive, that we have to hold our ground, otherwise we will get pushed aside. We very quickly learn in our world that it's only the haves that prosper, only those who protect what they've already got and seek to get more that get on. So the encouragement is to stand our ground, to be assertive or even at times aggressive. And if we do that, we will get by, we will survive, we will be among the fittest. As Billy Ocean once sang, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I think we have realized, of course, that we have to manage a lot of things in life that do require us to be strong and courageous, sometimes even daring. So the Christian message isn't, of course, about allowing everyone just simply to walk over us. Let me read a verse this morning from Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and be courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. These words, of course, came to Joshua at the moment when he faced his greatest challenge. His mentor, his leader, Moses, was no longer there. Moses had died. And responsibility for taking the people of Israel into the promised land, well, it had clearly fallen on Joshua's shoulder. It was a heavy burden for him to carry. And of course, this proved to be a defining moment for Joshua, a moment that he needed to be filled with strength and courage, when he needed that encouragement to move forward, to face his fears without fear and vulnerabilities without being overwhelmed by them. And of course, that wonderful promise that God would be with him and God would never fail him. But of course, that's very different from the message that we so often hear in our world. This is different than being aggressive, domineering, controlling, and ready to trample on anyone who gets in our way, those that seem to hinder our process of moving forward and achieving the success that we're after. In Martyn Joseph's song, there's a line, he never said it's a jungle out there where the weak must get left behind. Well, of course, as we look at our world, we could so easily say, well, actually, it is a jungle out there, and the weak so often get left behind. Well, that might be true, but it's not the world that Jesus envisioned. The kingdom that Jesus sought to bring us was a kingdom where the weak would be lifted up in the name of Jesus. Some verses from Luke chapter 4 and 18 and 19. The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to set the oppressed free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. These words are often described as Jesus' manifesto. Verses, of course, which he took from the prophet Isaiah. And here Jesus sets out a vision for a very different kind of society, a society over which God reigns. It's a kingdom that is about good news, the declaration of good news to those who are poor, both emotionally and spiritually, but also physically. This is both about spiritual and material things. We can't fall into the trap of trying to separate them. A kingdom that is for change, a kingdom that is for good, a kingdom where the oppressed and the imprisoned are going to find freedom, liberation. Those who are blinded and ignored and marginalized and oppressed and exploited, shut out from the very fundamentals of life, well, those are going to be brought back in. Their eyes are going to be open to the truth of Jesus and, of course, his amazing kingdom. And this will change the direction of their lives in all ways as whole people. This will bring them into a new abundance, the abundance of life in the kingdom of Jesus. This is the year of the Lord's favor. This is Jubilee, the year of restoration and relief. Here we see Jesus laying down the very principles of a society which not just cares for people and protects them in a pastoral sense, but transforms their life in more of a social justice way, so that they can stand on their own feet and in their own rights as children of God. This isn't about sticking sticky plasters on people's problems. This is about transformation. This is about renewal. This is about redistribution. And this is the challenge of the kingdom of Jesus. And so as we come to the end of our devotions this week, I wonder if we could just take up that challenge of thinking, well, who can I lift up in the name of Jesus this weekend or this new week as it comes on Monday? And let's do that for the greater good and the glory of God, because Jesus brought us a vision of a transformed world. One day we will see that world. For the moment, we seek to hold it in our hearts and to live it out with passion and courage and faith and belief.
He never said, God helps those who help themselves. He never said, blessed are the rich. Life's good. He never said, do unto others before they do it unto you, like they're gonna do. He never said it's true a bad buddy, but the winner has to take it all. He never said success is the key. You gotta be cruel to be kind. And he never said It is a jungle out there where the weak must get left behind. Now he said, answer a stranger's cry for help. Love your brother as you loved yourself. You only need to seek and you will find. Forgive your enemy and drop that grudge. Don't judge others and you won't be judged. Only knock and a door will open wide. Open wide. He never said archbishops should stick to theology. Leave all those big issues alone, chaps. And I never read put your faith in the lottery, all those little balls. And he never said by any means necessary. I don't recall my country right or wrong. He never said, send your money to me, touch the screen, and you're gonna be healed. And he never said, every man's got a price, right? To be one. Make a deal. Now he said, answer a stranger's cry for help. Love your brother as you loved yourself. You only need to seek and you will find. Forgive your enemy and drop that grudge. Don't judge others and you won't be judged. Only knock and the door will open wide. Open wide. On that day, on the day that's coming, 'cause I got a dream. Who's gonna be walking, yeah. Who's gonna be running. And the first will be last, so the last must come first, if the meek will inherit the earth. And he said, answer a stranger's cry for help. Love your brother as you loved yourself. You only need to seek and you will find. Forgive your enemy and drop that grudge. Don't judge others and you won't be judged. Only knock and the door will open wide. Answer a stranger's cry for help. Love your brother as you loved yourself. You only need to seek and you will find. Forgive your enemy and drop that grudge. Don't judge others and you won't be judged. Only knock and the door will open wide. Open wide. Yeah. He never said